Hey, folks, welcome back to Fireside 42. I'm your host, Rob Walden, and I'm with Tony again. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hey. Pretty good.
I sat down with Yogi Peoples, Kelsey Smith, and Chris Brown, and we talked about that bargaining video.
Man,
I think it's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good episode.
with what they've put out there, it's nowhere near we need it to be. I guess we're all the way on the other side of that spectrum where we think it should be, and we've got to make sure that by meeting a lot on these topics related to job security, we get to somewhere where we're all comfortable with the language and the protection that it gives our people. When you listen to the CFO of VW globally, they want to make money, right? They have plans for this country. They have plans to make a lot of money, to sell a lot of cars, to introduce new models. It's just a snapshot where we're currently at, and they're really trying to sell that to the floor.
Yeah.
To where, this is what it's always been like, which is not true. We've done very well. We're just at a, kind of like a low point on a chart. This is a snapshot, and this is what we can offer, but we're bargaining an agreement for years.
Right.
You're not going to tell me that you're selling this to VW Global. Hey, we're going to be shitty for 4 years, No, you told your investors that everything is going to be okay, that you're going to be making a lot of money, that you want to increase market share.
Right.
And that's not what they're telling the floor here. They're telling the floor here that it's shit right now, and it's going to stay like that forever.
Right.
So, those are two different messages, and I just don't believe in that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's nonsense. But anyway, that's enough you and I talking. Let's listen to the episode.
Let's go.
I'm here with Yogi Peoples. Hey, Yogi.
Hey, hello, everybody.
I'm with Kelsey Smith. Hey, Kelsey.
How's it going?
And Chris Brown.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. So today we're going to talk about that bargaining update contract offer thing. We're going to play it and talk about what we think about it. Does that sound good to you guys?
Great.
Sounds great.
All right. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
This week, we passed another offer to the UAW, which now includes a detailed proposal for job security, which we know is extremely important to you.
All right. I got to stop right there. All right. So first of all, she says how important it is to us. Except for it took her a year and the advent of getting kicked out of the Solidarity House before she even brought it up.
You better talk about it.
It's not that important to them, obviously. All of her job security language, from my ear as a team member, you guys know more than I do, sounds like job separation language. Let's listen to what she has to say.
First, before any layoffs, we will meet with the UAW to discuss all options to find ways to minimize the impact on our employees as much as possible.
Does that not sound like she's offering us the opportunity to bargain more later?
That's it. We're not going to take care of it right now. We're just going to come back if it does happen, if we feel like it should happen. We're going to talk about it then.
And I'd like to add this.
Add
Just look how these negotiations have went so far.
Yeah,
We're a year in.
Yeah.
Really? So how long are we going to talk about it?
hasn't been real stellar there. So there's that. So all right, let's keep going.
In the event we have to make temporary layoffs, like when we temporarily stopped ID4 production last year, affected employees will get 80% of their base pay for a certain period.
80% of your base pay for a certain period. What does that mean? Has she been more clear with you? I mean, I know that there's some talks going on right now,
Right.
but that's very vague. That could be a week. That could be a month.
Right, and we just need to be more specific. When you say job security, we need something that's going to have the members secure and to know that they're going to be taken care of if anything does happen, but they're not giving us enough information at all.
That's what I keep coming back to. Like, none of this is job security language. It's all how we're going to get rid of you. Furlough means you're not coming to work.
I think it's like a fear tactic, to have people thinking that, any day now we're going to be laid off, and it's kind of, I guess, makes people start trying to put pressure on the committee to settle, and it's.
Do you think they're doing that on purpose, or do you think they're just not thoughtful about the crap that they're putting out? You know what I mean? Like, do you think they're intentionally trying to make people think, I better sign this contract? This might be the last one before I'm out of a job.
They're not being genuine at all. That's one of the first things that Christina likes to say. We're being transparent, but you can't be transparent when you don't have any information out there. Just to saying that you're going to give us job security, but you don't have a game plan on how the job security is going to go, it's just like saying that you don't even have any job security in the first place. I mean,
Right.
we need specifics.
I think it's intentional.
It is. It is.
Again, it's a tactic that's being used to manipulate the people in the plant to get them to just want to go ahead and just settle for what's on the table, because it's like an illusion, man. It's like, we're going to give you this, we have this on the table, but like Yogi says, there's no details whatsoever to anything or that they're talking about. So to the people who are not negotiating or on the inside, you know, it sounds good.
Right.
And
you
then,
know.
and also, and the first thing that she likes to say is that she's been with General Motors for 25 years. But General Motors really does have the game plan set up for layoffs or temporary layoffs or indefinite layoffs. So you should have a perfect example on how we want things done here to say in standard. And you had the perfect example for 25 years, but when you get here, you forget all that and you don't know where to go with it. I mean,
Yeah, you would think that if she's been, I mean, because
Right,
General
you would
Motors has
think.
been bargaining
had
contracts
this-
since time out of
yes.
mind, right? You think she'd be more competent at this.
Right,
than-
exactly. But she forgot everything she's learned through General Motors process and get here and we get this.
Like her message that she gave to us today, from my perspective, was this: in order for us to have a future here, basically we're gonna have to settle for less. That's the only way. We can't have the quote unquote big three contract. You know, it's our first contract, and what she fails to realize is that this is the most important contract,
Right.
the first one, because it sets the standards.
Well, and the two things that we keep asking for that is decidedly absent from anything she talks about is forgive me, I keep forgetting the technical term for it, but the no sale moratorium. Is that what it's called?
Yes, no sale of
No
operations
sale of
moratorium.
operation.
There is a no closing moratorium that's separate than sale of operations.
Okay, yep, sales of operations and the no closing moratorium.
Right.
Those are two things to my ear is job security language. That makes sure that A, there's a factory so
Absolutely.
that I can come to, and B, if the factory gets sold, our contract goes with it. That sounds
Right.
to me
Yes.
like job security language. A plan for when they start buying people out.
Right,
Sounds to me like job separation language,
right.
right? Layoffs. That's a fancy word for fired. Like
Right.
that is the polar
It is.
opposite of
It
job
absolutely
security.
is.
Right?
It
That's
absolutely
not job
is.
security. That's
And when
that's
we-
the opposite.
Affected employees will get 50% of their base pay for up to a year and health care for up to 12 weeks.
Okay.
As a company,
we gotta
we've
stop
faced
this. So I'm concerned about this. What you guys think about this? So she says that you'll get up to 50% of your base pay for a year, up to 50% of your base pay for a year if they do layoffs, right? Does that mean that you have to? Can you get another job? I mean, maybe you don't know this, but it sounds to me like, can you go out and get another job to make up the shortfall without them taking your benefits away? Be like, oh, you got a job. We're not paying you unemployment
Basically,
anymore.
you can't, because that's the rules of unemployment. You can't be able to work and get your unemployment. So that's
So you have to try to live off of half of
off
your
of
earnings.
half of your earnings for a year.
But it's worse than that because they're only covering your health care for 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
And now you've got to pay full price for health care
Right. Right.
with only half of your income.
right.
And if you try to make up the difference, they take everything away from you.
Right. Right.
That's I got yelled at for that. Yeah, that's fucking job security. And like that's them taking care of
Yeah.
us. That's how they Okay. This is let's keep going.
It's frustrating.
It
I know.
is.
Our offer is aligned with what we have always done to get through these difficult situations and do right by our employees. And we hope it gives you assurance that we
They want to do right by their employees, and we just covered. They're going to give you half of your pay if they fire you. If you try to make up the difference, they're going to take that benefit away from you. Right? You're going to have to cover. There's 52 weeks in a year. That's 40 weeks of health care that you got to come up with out of pocket.
Right.
And this is what they envision is doing the right thing for their people.
Right.
Is
And understand when you get laid out, a lot of people lease cars. You know, how is that going to play into it? They didn't go into details about the lease car program, how is that going to affect people that are being indefinitely laid off or even temporarily laid off. We don't know what's going to go on with the lease
Yeah, I
cars,
didn't
how they're going to pay back their lease cars during this time.
I didn't even
So
think
we
about
need
that, yeah.
we need a lot more specifics.
and people think we should vote
We
on
should
this
just
contract.
sign it. Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
That's part of That's part of the illusion that I spoke about earlier. You know, you're gonna withhold the details, but
Right.
you make it seem like, oh man,
You're
this
getting
is
something
this
very
isn't
special.
really that bad. Maybe we should just go ahead and
Inside.
The
You know,
grandiose
it's like-
language. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But you're missing all the details.
I'm not impressed. And this is, by the way, I mean, she basically said the same thing at the all team meeting. The slide behind her said job security in the event of layoffs or some shit. Like,
Right.
Again, it's like, that's an
Right.
oxymoron.
Right.
Like, do you not?
Right.
Our latest contract offer keeps everything on the table we've discussed previously,
All right, we
including
gotta stop there.
double-digit wage increase.
So their last offer was garbage.
Yeah.
Like, and they haven't changed it.
At all.
Like that was the last thing they said when this offer came, or the last offer came out and said this is the same as the last offer. And when that offer came out, she said this is the same thing as the last offer. There's nothing there. So let me ask you guys: maybe you can't tell me this because I know, but have they put any new money on the table, or is she just sticking her finger in the soup and mixing shit around, hoping that we wouldn't notice that it's just the letters are in a different spot?
There's nothing new, no new money in this right here. None whatsoever.
Chris, what you got?
Yeah, just what Yogi said. There's nothing new there. There's no new money there. All they're doing is moving from point A to point B, same stuff. All right, you got money in your front pocket. You got money in your back pocket. Let's take it out of the back, put it in the front, take some out of the front, put it back in the back. Still the same money.
So, as I understand it, you guys have bent over backwards to try to bargain, to reason, to compromise with the company, and take the cost of these things that we want and spread them out over the course of the contract. And they're just simply unwilling to put new money on the table, even in the face of you guys making those.
Right. Every time that we've given a proposal or a counter proposal, we have moved to show that we're bargaining in good faith.
Right.
We have moved each and every time. Now we're to the point of where we're thinking, should we
tired of
not even
moving.
move anymore? Because every time we move on something, whether it's wages or whether it's us dropping the demand, to try to get the company to give us something back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even she touted the 300 TAs that you guys have already got. As I understand it, you guys wrote the language of most of that your damn self.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they,
we did.
Yeah, we have.
So you've done all the heavy lifting here, and the company's not even going to just throw a couple bucks on the table and be like, all right, we'll throw a couple bucks on the table.
To be honest, it's better that we do write it out the language, because when they do attempt to write language, it's never to pars.
And what's even more embarrassing, the time or two they have come to the table with mathematics, they didn't even understand their own math.
Yeah.
They literally did not even know how to do their own math that they
Yeah.
had on the table.
You think with the amount of money this company has, they can afford to train these people?
You would think.
You thought they taught that in college, wouldn't you?
You think so?
An attendance bonus plus the opportunity for profit sharing.
Okay, that's
reduced
what I wanted to get
healthcare
to.
costs.
The opportunity for profit sharing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably not wrong. You guys are laughing already.
right.
So as I get it right now, their model, their formula requires us to reach, or requires the company to reach a certain threshold of profit that they've only attained. once or
Return on
twice.
sales, a little bit different.
Say that again.
Return on sales, a little bit different than just profit.
Okay, return on sales. But even then, that number that they want to hit, they've only hit a couple times in the last couple
They've
decades.
only hit, I think, two times
Two
in the last
times, yeah.
10 years.
It was either once or twice I knew of, yeah.
So this is probably the most honest thing she said in the whole video.
well,
On paper, there's the opportunity.
Yes.
But the
it's
reality
still
is they've got themselves a formula that we'll never hit.
never.
what is the formula?
What? They don't even know what it is.
Yeah. They don't even know what the formula is. Their formula is we'll sit down and talk about
We'll
it if
talk
we
about
ever
it.
hit it.
We'll have, and that's crazy. If we ever get that close, then we'll talk about possibly getting profit sharing.
Oh,
at
that was in
time.
That's right. That was in her last offer. Is that if we get there,
We'll
then we can
talk
have
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
But as of right now,
Right.
we don't want to come back years later now. Oh, we finally hit this magic number. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna give y'all all $100. We don't want that.
Right.
We don't have any power because it's not stating in the contract on what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Might be a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Right. Yeah. You damn right. We had enough of those.
Or a fucking Christmas cookie and a beanie. One of the things. You guys put out a video late last week, and I think you guys hit on this pretty good, but I do want to touch on, I get tired of her talking about the UAW like there's some outside entity coming in.
Right.
Like it's not Volkswagen team members
Right.
up in the bargaining room bargaining for Volkswagen team members.
Right.
Like there's a distinction, and there isn't, and it's insulting.
Yeah, she tries to act like we're outsiders. No,
Right, we're
I'm sorry,
outsiders.
but me and Yogi talking there, we've been here 15 years. How long's Christina been here? 1 year?
About a minute.
yeah.
So who's the outsider here? I was
Exactly.
here. I watched them build part of this building.
Facts. It's
Where was she?
appalling for her to keep mentioning the union, the union. We're Volkswagen employees.
Well, and how many of these demands did the UAW bring in? How many of the demands came from the UAW International?
None.
None of them. They
None.
all came from where?
All came
The
from the
employees
employees.
inside of that plant, the Volkswagen employees inside of that plant.
So we've got Volkswagen team members and
Yes.
EOs and
Yes.
team leads up in our bargaining team
Right.
room. You
Yes.
guys are fighting for bargaining demands that I and my fellows all drafted up and sent to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
That's correct.
There ain't a damn thing in here that the UAW is fighting for. Now, we will become the UAW, or we are part of the UAW, but we are, more importantly, Volkswagen employees
Yes.
fighting for Volkswagen employees.
Yes.
Is that
That's
Yes.
it.
maybe she's just really pissed off that you guys are getting some world-class training and teaching them guys shit.
That
You
could
think
be.
that's what it is.
That
It's
could
you
be,
guys
yeah.
came in 6 months and knows more about bargaining than she learned in the last 25 years at General
Right,
Motors.
right, exactly.
All right. Well, you guys got any other thoughts or opinions on this video? I think we
Y'all
covered.
just know that we not in here settling for no mess. We are really fighting tooth and nail with this company, and just know we doing the right things for you all on that floor.
I just want the people to remember the words of Christina. She says that in order for us to have a future here, we basically have to settle for less. Keep that in mind.
I want to touch on those big healthcare savings she was talking about a little bit. Basically, the formula which she offered, I'd save you enough to buy a Chick-fil-A value meal every month
Yeah, wasn't it
for a
like-
family plan.
Wasn't it like $20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not impressive, is it?
No, that's the big savings. So I wonder how much $20 is a percentage of her pay. Since it's so big, she's considering it big. I mean, But I just want to add in that, each one of us was elected from different areas of this plant. Every area of our factory is represented as blue collar. And we're up here to represent our people, but each one of us represents the entire factory. And we will not settle for a contract that puts our membership in danger.
Right.
We will not do it.
You guys keep saying that. I'm starting to believe you. You've said it, and Lisa said it, and Yogi said it, and Steve has said it, and everybody keeps saying it. Tony talks about it. He's here too, folks, by the way. He's not on mic, but he's here helping us out. Is that it? We got it all out of our system until the next video?
Until next
Yeah, I
time.
think we good for now.
All right, guys. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and
Thank you.
thanks everybody for listening. We'll talk to you next time. This is Fireside 42. We're out. This is a pretty wild episode. I don't know how much of that's going to end up in there, but I wish all of it could end up.
I mean, I don't have to say that I made edits because no one will ever know I made edits
True,
of
we'll
shit
know.
that wasn't in there.
We'll know. We'll know.
No, I mean, Yogi, Chris, and Kelsey, they had really good comments and they said it right, even at the end of the podcast, they gave you their honest opinion about everything. They're not holding back. They're very passionate about this whole bargaining process like all of us are.
I agree. I want to comment on that because that's something that I've noticed talking with everybody that I've spoken to that have been on the mic and everybody that I've spoken to that haven't been on the mic yet. But you guys are all very adamant, and it's very evident in the way you speak and the way you compose yourself. You guys are serious about this. Like there's no wishy-washiness. There's no you guys are dead set. There's a proper contract out there that's going to protect everybody, that's going to balance the needs of the company, because we have to consider that, right? That's how bargaining works.
Yeah.
But also the fact that we are our situation needs to be vastly improved, and there's a way to do that. And it seems to me that you guys, even if the company isn't, you guys are taking that deadly serious. And you know what? This is all said and done, I think maybe the company should give you a big ass thank you for doing the hard work for them.
We've seen what all the other UAW locals have, what they currently fight for, what they strike for. That's us. That's what we are too, Yeah, it's a brand new contract, and it may take a minute, and it has taken a minute, but it shouldn't take this long. But we'll continue to fight, and we'll get where we need to be to get everybody that fair contract for yourself, for your family, to take care of your family, to be able to have a decent lifestyle and where you can survive. You don't need a second job.
Yeah, I can't say any better than that. Should we wrap it up for this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk at you next week. I don't know what the episode will be yet, but it'll be something interesting. Anyway, y'all have a good week. We'll see you. This is Fireside 42. We're out.